All right, happy Friday and let's go Nats. This is Mike, Professor Mike from the STV class. Let's jump right into the online work. All right, so the first thing is I have everything important that you need to do soon up at the top now of the modules. So I go to modules right here, and then right boom at the top, this is the new stuff we have to do. Um, all these three here are good to do. The academic planning video requires you to make an account for something. Quite frankly, it doesn't have points to it. You may not want to do it. I would be okay with that if you don't do it. But you could, it can be useful. The PowerPoint right here, I will slide it over. The PowerPoint goes over a lot of good information about, well, what you'll need to know for the other things. And it introduces you to how to get into our system, how to look up different things. So the PowerPoint can be useful. All right, the quiz, we're going to go over a couple of questions right now. We'll give you 2 free question answers. All right, so we're going to go to question number 15 and 17. So question 15 is a little bit tricky. I guess I already answered it, but I'll tell you why the answer is that. So it says, students completing liberal arts AA degree must demonstrate intermediate college level proficiency in a language other than English. Using the advising sheet via the college catalog, determine which of the following courses would satisfy NOVA's liberal arts language proficiency degree requirement. So we'll go here. So this is the link it gave. I will click on the most recent catalog year, 2019-2020. You could go here, but I'm going to go to programs of study, and we'll go straight to liberal arts AA degree. So when I go here, and I see what's required, there is, it says 101 or world language or general education, and then it says 102 world language or general education. But the only time I see anything that's set as definitely a requirement for world language would be over here, 201 and 202. So if you look at the footnotes, I will summarize what's going on here. If someone's very good at a foreign language, if it's Spanish or French, whatever it is, they could take a pretest to get into 201 and skip 101 and 102. But if someone isn't like me, I know a little Spanish, not enough, but a little bit, I would start with 101, which is the general education requirement here, and then 102. So the requirement is 201 and 202, but you could do these here. That's one of the main reasons for an elective. I just want to bust a myth really quickly now. People say electives are all about exploring and seeing what you like to do. Kinda, sort of, kinda. But the main reason an elective is there is just in case this happens. If you need it for, these other Spanish or French classes or whatever foreign language it is, or other prerequisites. So that's one of the main reasons for electives. All right, let's go to an easy question. 17, using the screenshot or links, interior design is offered at which of the following campuses? Well, it says here offered through LO, so, well, Loudoun. There you go. So it is offered at Loudoun. Pretty easy, right? All right, so let's go back to the, to the module. I'm going to exit this quiz, exit. We're going to go to modules. Then, of course, there is the academic planning project. All right, so this project it's important. This is the most useful thing that you can possibly do in the class because you are setting up what you will do in the future, and you can use this with an advisor. So tutorials right here, it goes over how do you find your, sorry, how do you find it all? So here it is, the advising report. You go through all these steps and then you answer the questions. Oops, that is not what we need. Hold up. Oh geez, I'm just messing up here. Anyways, it shows you how to look it all up. And then the project, in fact, is here. What you should do is open this up, do all the questions, submit it with your advising report. So, it shows name. You would look up anything that needs to be done. If y'all are early students in the process, there's a lot of classes to do. And then you can put in what classes you would like to do in the future. Now remember, this is not etched in stone, so if you don't do the exact way, the exact everything, that's okay. We just want to see that you have a plan ahead and a good vision ahead. So those are the two assignments. Might be 2 hours, a little more, a little less to do both of them. But they're worth a lot of points, 20 and 25 points. Each time you go into a class, it's 10 points. So just a little perspective. All right. I do want to answer a quick question. So Amy asked in the discussion board, why did I change my major and how did college expand my worldview? So I changed my major because I saved some of my more difficult classes for last. A lot of people do that with math, where they don't like math, they push it off, and then it gets to the end and then they're in trouble. My problem was with foreign language. So I saved foreign language. Remember we went over that earlier. I did Spanish. Somehow I got in a 201 when I shouldn't have. I did it, dropped the class. I couldn't do it. And then I realized I'm not going to graduate on time. I now need to do Spanish 201 and 202. I need to get out of here and go to George Mason. So I did a lot of research and found a program at Mason that did not require a foreign language at that time. And then I had to change my major to general studies because general studies did not require foreign language. That's why I switched it. And a lot of you in your index card said that you're like 7 out of 10 points or more sure about your degree program and your progress. Statistics show a lot of people, if you are sure, things might be different. So just keep in mind that things can change. Don't get too upset if things change a little bit, but just keep your eye on what's most important as you go through your academic career. What else? In my worldview, I had, through high school I had a lot of people my age, but my worldview changed when I was suddenly in class with people that are currently my age. I was like, wow, okay, you've experienced life, you've worked a job, you had a family, etc. And so that really expanded my worldview. But also many different religions and different cultures that I had not been exposed to as much in high school, such as, I'll name it, Middle Eastern. There were more people in college, than in high school, or some African nations as well. They were very different, and so they expanded my worldview and just their perspective on things and on how they believe that. Their belief in education was interesting. Their belief in their whole worldview was, and it changed mine too. So that summarizes it. Anyways, that's about it. Next class, we're talking about career readiness, so get ready for career stuff, but definitely make sure you get those assignments done. That's the #1 priority that we have at Manassas campus. All right, I will see you there, and let's go Nats.